In this lecture, we will talk about tracker node. Tracker node let us collect tracking data from our footage to use it for match move or stabilize our shot. We can get our tracker node by pressing tab and type tracker, and we'll find our tracker node. Tracker node contains three main tabs. Our first tab is called tracker, and we'll find our tracks here. Second tab is settings, where we can find all our settings. Transform can control our transform data and choose how to use our tracker as a match mover or a stabilizer. So let's go to our first tab, tracker, and trying to track this flower. We can see it before we track it. So if we want to track this flower, we want to choose a point that has a very contrast, so the tracker can catch it easy and track it. I will choose this yellow spot here. I will add track by pressing here and make it bigger, and I will track in range, track forward in range. I have many options here. I can track forward in range and track backward in range. I have also auto tracking to the end and auto tracking to start, and finally track single frame forward or backward, and here to stop all our track. I will use this button to track from frame 1 to frame 100. Press OK. Now my tracking is finished. I want to use my tracking data as a match move, so I will go to transform and choose match move. I will go to first frame and I want to make a trick. What if I want to make this spot to keep its color and desaturate all my image? It's very easy. I will call a saturation node and connect it to my footage. Watch it and reduce my saturation to 0. Now I have all my image desaturated. I want only this spot to be yellow and all my image is desaturated. So I want to a mask. If I created a mask by pressing O to call the roto node, and I make ellipse here, I'll find that my flower moves and my roto is still stand. My roto doesn't move with the flower. So I want to get my match move data to my roto to make it move with the flower. It's very easy. I double click here to activate my roto and go to transform. Go to frame 1 where I started my tracking, and go to tracker and copy these values from translation of tracker to translation of my mask by pressing shift and drag from our tracker to roto shape. Now if we go to roto shape, we'll see that roto is moving with the flower. So we can go to our saturation and connect this mask to roto node. We'll find that we have our effect, but it's inverted. So we go to saturation node here and invert our mask. So now we have our mask. We can move it, edit it a little bit here. So if we close all our things here, we find that we have the effect we want. In this lecture, we have learned how to use tracker nodes and how to export match move data from it.